The harmful dynamic of a narcissistic male and his mother. The relationship between a narcissistic mother and her son can be incredibly toxic, with the mother playing a negative role in her son's relationships with friends, potential partners, and even himself. She may criticize him behind his back and praise him just enough to keep him under her control. She may teach her son that no matter how bad things are at home, there are worse out there, even if there are many people living there. If you're dating a narcissist whose mother is more of a partner to him than you are, it is important to understand the dynamics of this relationship. Narcissistic mothers often have a significant impact on their sons, shaping their sense of self, their relationships, and their worldview. In this video, we will explore the dynamics of a relationship with a narcissistic man, in which his narcissistic mother plays a significant role. In the case of a narcissistic mother and her son, the mother may view her son as an extension of herself. She may be overly invested in his life and may want to control every aspect of it. This can lead to a number of problems for the son, such as difficulty forming and maintaining healthy relationships, low self-esteem, and a lack of trust in others. The mother may be critical and demanding, expecting her son to meet her high standards and expectations. She may be quick to criticize him and slow to praise him, leading him to believe that he is never good enough. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and a lack of confidence. The mother may also teach her son that the world is a dangerous and hostile place, and that he can only rely on her for protection and support. This can lead to a lack of trust in others and a fear of being alone. It can also lead to a lack of self-reliance and a tendency to be overly dependent on others. If you like this video on narcissism and want to see more like it, subscribe and click the bell icon. First, I have a question for you. For those who have experienced this, please describe the relationship between your narcissistic husband or partner and his mother. Please share your comments with other survivors below to help them feel less alone. Discover the inner workings of this connection with me. The relationship between a narcissistic man and his mother is extremely poisonous and damaging when he is still living at home. Motherhood may feel like having a vice grip on your life if she is overbearing and dominating. She is a domineering presence in her son's life and tries to control him and his family. At a later point in his life, she transforms into a parasite, intent on monopolizing his attention and eliminating anyone who stands in her path. Despite their unstable and insecure relationship, the son worships his mother. The frequency of her demands is steadily rising. Father-related problems, such as abuse or neglect, can also contribute to this dynamic. His mother's unwavering support stems from emotional incest, so even if he abuses his wife and kids, he has to hide the shame and guilt they bring him from his son. The mother's emotional needs are being met by the son. The mother in a narcissistic mother and son relationship develops an unhealthy fixation on her son, elevating him to the position of primary importance in her life. As a result, the son develops an inflated sense of self-importance. He becomes arrogant, self-important, and hypocritical. Narcissism develops when people ignore or bury their feelings of guilt and shame for too long. He has deep animosity and anger toward other people. The future female friends he makes are often affected by this dynamic. The narcissist then acts out the role once again, causing their partners even more suffering. The son may develop a deep loathing for his mother or give in to her demands. It's not certain whether he'll be direct about his dislike for his mother. However, his anger displays his ingrained misogyny. Although he despises women on the one hand, he actively seeks out influential women in order to bring them down. His mother's unfaithfulness, manipulation, and desire for attention have been projected onto beautiful women, and he finds them repulsive despite his enjoyment of extreme sensuality. Perhaps subconsciously, he sees hurting his partner as a way to make his mother pay for what she did to him. Adding to his record of violence against women, he may damage or disrespect his mother if he indicates that he consumes her. If, on the other hand, he remains her slave, she will continue to coddle and suffocate him like a newborn until she has absolute power over him and his possessions. Relationships and other aspects of his life may be out of his control. She acts less like a mother and more like a lover, blurring the lines between parent and child in inappropriate ways, including sexual ones. Upon learning that her son is considering a second partner, she immediately becomes nasty and competitive. Anything the son wants to do must be cleared with her first, and if she doesn't approve, it can be forgotten. Because of her jealousy and abuse channeled through her son, you may feel that you've been married to your mother-in-law longer than to your husband. He accepts her false claims because he follows her example. She constantly fabricates stories and then demands attention and favors from you. She ends up being his biggest enabler, excusing his criminal actions and taking his word at face value. If she feels she can get more attention and resources from him by creating a divide between you and your children, she will punish you for stealing from him. She ruins all of your celebrations, special occasions, and private moments, making it impossible for you to truly relax around her. It's impossible for her to accept the idea of you dating a son, both as a mother and a son. Are you being abused and controlled as a group? This leaves you feeling stuck between two narcissists with nowhere to go. In the end, the narcissistic mother creates an unhealthy bond with her equally unruly son. His animosity towards women stems from his resentment of his own mother. These men are often extremely sexist and seek out influential women as a form of vengeance. In conclusion, a narcissistic mother's influence on her son can be extremely detrimental to his mental health, as evidenced by the bad effects she has on his interactions with others, including his friends, romantic interests, and even himself. Knowing the factors at play can help you establish healthy limits that will keep you safe. Seeking counseling can be useful in processing feelings and learning new tools for dealing with a narcissistic mother. Noting that these dynamics can be especially harmful when the son is dating or in a relationship is crucial. When a mother sees her son's partner as a threat to her bond with her son, she may resort to extreme measures to break them up. She might be overbearing, demanding, and critical, causing problems for her son and his girlfriend. The video for today has come to an end. You can leave feedback in the comments section below. Please help me out by liking,